So, it is this, we never want to say that he tries us, because he doesn't deliberately do it. What happens is we all make decisions because we have free will. And everybody's decision is like that pebble in the pond that affects everybody else. A free will to make a decision for being inebriated, getting in a car and driving. How is that going to affect other people? Well, it affects the person you killed, maim. It affects all the firemen who have to go there and look at this. It affects the EMTs who have to take you to the hospital, etc., etc., etc. Now, when we ask God for spiritual gifts, he's going to see if we're serious. So in the course of human events, when people make decisions, that decision is going to affect us in a way. So it's God's permissive will. Because we have free will, he's not going to stop us. He can't. Otherwise, we do not have free will. Okay? He cannot do that. That's the law he set up. And he's abiding by it, just like he's abiding by the law that the sun comes up in the east. And he's not going to confuse us and have it come up in Hollywood. They have enough stars there. They seem to burn out very soon anymore. So we're going to be allowed to receive the fruits of what we ask for. Patience. Do you think if you ask for patience, certain situations are not going to come into your life and make you have patience? Long suffering. All of these gifts. What is the greatest? Faith. Now, we continue throughout our life. It doesn't stop. You don't come to spiritual maturity at 35. Okay, I've made it. It's sort of all easy going. Anybody who's 45, 55, 65 and above will tell you no one's made it. Not even Mother Teresa, John Paul. They all continued until the end, having to make serious decisions and reaching out in utter faith. So, it's like the athlete. I'm no athlete. But what happens at the Olympics? What do you have to do before you get to the Olympics? Train. See, that's the part of sports I didn't like. Train. How long do they train? And if they don't get picked for the first 4 years, don't they train some more and go to the next? Or if they win, they train some more. When they first start out, do they make mistakes? Now see, I asked that at the hospital, and one of our patients woke up at the moment and said, "No!" I said, "Well, that's not it. We do make mistakes. They make blunders. And they learn from their blunders what not to do. We learn from our spiritual blunders what not to do. And how to move on and trust. Reach out in the darkness and take one step forward. So there are going to be trials, but we cannot lose faith. It is only the martyrs that we have their bones, that we celebrate the Mass on. Little by little, they became more faithful, so that they could march into the arena and be a human flame, or torn apart by bears, whatever it was in the Circus Maximus, that they could die for Christ singing. What type of faith is that? It is a gift for the asking. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it will be opened unto you. But when you ask, be prepared for what you have asked for. God takes you very seriously because you're His. And He loves you. And when you ask for a spiritual gift for your well-being and the well-being of others, you're going to get it. But it doesn't come wrapped in a nice bonbon box. That's nothing. That's marshmallow fluff, and it just makes you sick. Real faith white knuckles it. Abraham Lincoln, during the war, people would be in the White House all day, all night. He would often be seen in a room, kneeling, this is the president, kneeling on the wooden floor, with the Bible opened. And the secretaries and the people could hear him say, Lord, help me. I cannot do this by myself. It is too much for me. I need your help. I need your help. How many of you have been on your knees? I need your help. Please, begging, I'll do this, I'll do that, which He never wants and you should never do. Because we don't keep our promises and then we feel even worse. He doesn't ask that of you. The last image I want to leave you with faith. So, here's Helen Keller, one of the most beautiful people of the last century, 19th century, 20th century. So, Annie Sullivan is there. She begins to work with Helen. So now Helen has a little conversion before all the anger that has to come out. So she's trying to feel vibrations. And she's trying to figure out where Annie is. She's like that, right? Blind man's bluff. So you're going around, and she's trying. She's trying to find. And she's reaching. It's dark. Annie doesn't respond because sometimes God just says no. No reasons given. It's just no. She keeps on reaching. She bumps into things. But who's right there? Annie is just one reach away, leading her on in the darkness. Leading her on in the darkness. God is one reach beyond us, leading us in what seems to be darkness. But sometimes the saints say His light is so great, it is almost like darkness, because we're too close to it. And then she's in Annie's hands. We are in God's hands. Divine providence is that gift for us. He will provide for us, but with utter trust in Him. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it will be opened unto you.